Apple is considering, according to Elon Musk, removing Twitter from its App Store, which would, of course, shut down Twitter. And almost nobody in office has noticed this or decided to comment on it, except for Ron DeSantis. He's the governor of the state of Florida. He joins us tonight. Governor, thanks for coming on. So, of all the news going on in the world, and there's a lot of it, you stopped on this story and you commented on it. Why? Why did this catch your attention?
Well, Tucker, if you look what's going on in China now, the CCP, they have been imposing these zero COVID lockdown policies. They've been doing it on and off for 3 years. And you have people in China that are really engaged in a noble effort to protest, which is basically Leninist rule. So what is Apple doing with that? They are limiting the airdrop function of the protesters. So they are serving basically as a vassal to the Chinese Communist Party. Then on the other hand, here in the United States, what are they doing? They are trying to get Elon Musk Twitter off the App Store potentially, which would be a huge blow for free speech. And so this is maybe the most powerful company in the entire world, certainly one of the most powerful companies in American history. They exercise more authority in some respects than even some governments do, and they're using their authority to protect the CCP, while also try to limit speech here in the United States.
While existing as an American, supposedly American company, using our copyright protections, our rule of law to their own advantage. They're benefiting from America, but working against our most basic value, which is free speech. What can be done about that?
Well, Tucker, in the States, we did big tech censorship bill 2 years ago. It's gotten caught up in the courts. I think the U.S. Supreme Court's going to accept that case for this term. Texas has a similar case. There's a conflict in the circuits. And so whatever the states can do to protect people's rights to engage in free expression. And what some of these companies do, they get a lot of benefits from the government, as you said, patent things like that. The social media companies get liability protection. And yet they turn around and they use that protection to marginalize voices they disagree with. So I think from the congressional perspective, though, they need to look at antitrust with these massive companies because they are exercising massive amounts of power over our society.
So one of the companies who was benefiting a lot from the government of the state of Florida actually, was Disney. You changed that. So they just switched CEOs because of that, because of what you did. The new CEO was the old CEO, Bob Iger. He held a town hall for employees. And he said he regretted that Disney had fought with your administration over a bill that you backed that banned teachers from talking to kindergartners about sex. So then Disney's response led Florida state legislatures to strip, as you know, of course, because you backed it, Disney of its special status. Here's what Iger said today.
I was sorry to see us dragged into that battle, and I have no idea exactly what its ramifications are in terms of the business itself. What I can say is the state of Florida has been important to us for a long time, and we have been very important to the state of Florida. That is something I'm extremely mindful of and will articulate if I get the chance.
How do you respond to that? He's talking about you.
We didn't drag them in, Tucker. They went in on their own and not only opposed the bill, they threatened to get it repealed. These are parents' rights, important policies in our state that are very popular. And so they brought this on themselves. Yeah. All we did was stand up for what's right. And yes, they're a big, powerful company. But you know what? We stand up for our folks. And I don't care what a Burbank-based California company says about our laws.
Governor Ron DeSantis of the state of Florida. Thanks so much for that. We'll be right back.
Thanks.